I'm just throwing away a lot of the zucchini that we had. Froze, no good anymore. We had most of 400 pounds of zucchini this year. Utilized about 150 pounds of it, and we just didn't need any more. So I started giving it to the relatives and friends. They didn't need much because they garden. And so then I got on open line radio station here and put a sign out on my candy truck, free, zucchini, and also tomatoes, because we had most of 100 pounds of tomatoes that we had extra after we'd used all we wanted and froze and canned tomatoes. And in the city of McCook, not a single person came to get free food. Not a single person wanted free organic food. Way too easy for them to take food stamps from the taxpayers. Some of them get most of $1,000 a month nowadays. I personally think food stamps has killed gardening in a lot of ways and made a lot of lazy people. A lot of people that think the world owes them a living. And there are some negatives in different directions. With the holidays coming and the giving spirit, I'd tell you to be careful and use some wisdom of Solomon on how to give. Reminds me of, I had a lady out at dollar store come up to me. I didn't know her from Adam, and she said she and her daughter were hungry. She said, could I help? And I said, I sure can. Reached in my billfold, I happened to have a $20 bill. So I gave her $20, but not in her hand. I said, come with me. And we went up and down the aisles, and I got macaroni and cheese and all sorts of inexpensive foods that are yet filling and nutritious. She didn't like that very well. She said, my daughter doesn't like this, or she doesn't like that. And I said, I'm the one paying for it. I said, and if you're hungry, I said, you'll eat what you put before you. And I said, that's how I was raised on the farm. And I said, it won't hurt you to eat some of this. And so I spent $20 and went up front, and when I got the receipt, I tore it up. And I said, now, cashier, you can't trade anything back without a receipt. And she said, that's right. The lady I gave that to, she wouldn't even say thank you to me. But nor did I need it. With that in mind, though, I had another incident up here in the trailer court. Lady came down crying, alligator tears. She should have got an Academy Award for it. Saying that they was going to shut off her heat in the middle of the winter for she and her children, and said that she needed $100 to keep the heat on. And I said, well, I do happen to have an extra $100 bill hiding right now. And I went and I got it. I gave it to her. Oh, the alligator tears flowed, and she said thank you and went back to her trailer. That night, and for the next 3 nights after that, 4 nights total, Pizza Hut pizza truck come pulling up there and delivering them a hot pizza for the next 4 nights. And when she'd see me outside, the old smugness and nose in there like she had really gotten even. Not so much even, but just got me. And of course, she didn't get me at all. She got a Christian. And the Lord God don't like people that think that they're going to get the best of a Christian or abuse a Christian or any kind of mindset like that. What goes around comes around. And I bet in one way or another, somehow or another, she got paid a price for what she did. But if you think it's just the poor people that are ripping off the system, I would finish with this, that had an old farmer complaining about everybody getting food stamps and saying it was most of $1,000 a month for some of them. Saying that just ain't right, that the taxpayer should pay for that. And I said, well, you're a rancher, a big rancher, locally here in McCook area. And I said, you're worth millions of dollars, and yet you get government aid. And I said, if I'm a betting man, I'd bet you get about $30,000 a month in government aid to run that massive ranch that you've got. And he said, yeah, you're pretty close, but he said, that's different. And I said, not to me it isn't. Not to me it isn't. You rate this film and you don't stop giving, but you use the wisdom of Solomon to give. Have a good day.